Before we begin our meeting, we would like to acknowledge that Stewiacke is in Mi'kma'ki, the ancestral and unceded territory of the Mi'kmaq people. We'll call the meeting to order at 7 p.m. In attendance, we are all present, and we are joined this evening with Aaron Richards as well. Approval of the agenda or changes to the agenda. Are there any requests for changes to the agenda?
I'll move the agenda as presented for Thursday, August the 21st.
Is there a seconder? Rebecca? Deputy Mayor?
Rebecca?
Rebecca? Disclosure of interest, are there any disclosure of interest on the agenda? Oh, sorry. We'll go back. To our seconder, all in favor? Carried. Are there any disclosure of interest on today's agenda? There are none. Approval of minutes. Are there any comments or concerns regarding the minutes from the combined committee of the whole and council meeting on June the 17th of 2025? Pardon me, July. They are good. We have no announcements this evening and there are no presentations. Written petitions and correspondence. There are none. Okay, we'll move on to business and we will do the Central Nova Tourism Development Society MOU and bylaw approval by Aaron.
Okay, so we've been working for over a year now on the marketing levy as a region, so that's with Truro, Colchester, ourselves, Stewiacke, and Nova First Nations. So we did the marketing levy. Now we've done the strategic tourism expansion plan, which has led us now into developing the tourism society. So tonight I have the MOA, so memorandum of association, and the bylaws for that society. So our region or the town has to approve these because Miss Councillor Osborne is our member that sits on that society once it is formed.
Any discussion?
I'll make the motion that council approve the memorandum of association and bylaws for the Central Nova Scotia Tourism Development Society as presented, conditional upon approval by all municipal and band partners, and that council authorize the CAO and legal counsel to make non-material revisions if required once review is complete by the regional partners.
And I'll second it. And all in favor? And that's carried. We'll move on to the wastewater lagoon solid removal.
Okay, thank you. So staff issued a wastewater lagoon solids removal RFP. It was regarding a wastewater assessment that we had done on the entire town. And what we determined was that the town should complete a wastewater lagoon solids removal to extend the life and capacity of the town's current wastewater lagoon system. That will give us the longevity to add sludge and waste into the current lagoon 1 and 2 that we have on site down by the ball diamonds, and get us through to the next growth stage where we will have to add a third lagoon. But right now, desludging the lagoon will get us to the capacity we need to meet the growth demands that are on our town. Sludge removal from treatment of the lagoons is normally completed after significant duration of operating time to allow for the sludge to accumulate to a feasible volume for removal, generally 15 to 25 years. To town staff's knowledge, the lagoon cells have not been dredged since the commissioning in 1996, resulting in 28 years of sludge accumulation in the lagoon. So in terms of the assessment, staff went forward and released the RFP to desludge the lagoon. We received one bid. It's from Green for Life, in the amount of $354,839.90. This was done in accordance to the town procurement policy. And in terms of financing, the town of Stewiacke received $2.5 million in grant funding from the province of Nova Scotia. The funding is a 50-50 split between the province to a total combined investment of $5 million, which was approved in the town's capital budget. So within the town's capital budget, and staff are recommending that the wastewater lagoon solid removal RFP report be received, and that the mayor and council, mayor and CAO be authorized to execute agreements for the wastewater lagoon solids removal RFP contract. Happy to take any questions.
Any questions?
So the grant money that we received, this will go to help pay for that, but do we still pay 50% of the estimate?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
So we, in the contribution agreement, the province gave us 2.5 million. We confirmed an approved 2.5 million match to that, to the total of 5.
But we are paying for half of the 354,000.
That's correct,
Okay.
as part of that funding, yes.
And can you split that funding up? Like we approved, we're up to 5 million.
We
So
get,
we've only used 355, say.
Yeah.
So we have the remaining of the 5 million on a 50-50 share to do other projects with.
that's correct. The
Okay.
wastewater assessment that we had done by CCL Engineering identified a number of wastewater projects for us to do. They're either in the capital budget this year, next year, or the year after, based on when they need to be completed. That breakdown is in to the province. That would include refurbishing the lift station at high tide area, desludging the lagoon, potentially building lagoon number 3 if we need it. Things like that are in that mix, and the $5 million, we can't exceed that. Anything above 5 million would be 100% of our cost, but up to 5, it's a complete cost sharing.
Just a question on the funding. Just a question on the funding. When we look at other projects, so would water, like water, the well, things like that, could they be included in this 5 million as well?
We could if we requested a scope change through the province. Preliminary, predominantly this has been focused on wastewater only, and it was designated toward wastewater. We mentioned at the last meeting, we're applying for some funding to service and clean the water tank system. We've done a revision request to the province for that, and it'll be reviewed in that $5 million funding envelope.
Great, thanks.
Yes.
I'll make a motion that the wastewater lagoon solids removal RFP report be received, and that the mayor and CAO be authorized to execute agreements for the wastewater lagoon solids removal RFP contract.
Thank you, and do I have a seconder? Deputy Mayor. Discussion,
Question.
all in favor? Carried. We'll move on to our town days committee update, from Councillor Alcorn.
Thank you. So I just wanted to sort of give a little bit of an update. Our wrap-up meeting is scheduled for September, so we'll have more after that. But our committee is comprised of community members and members of council, and the committee's worked very hard in giving numerous hours of their time to ensure 2025 Town Days was a success. Judging from the feedback that we received, I think it's safe to say that it was. The Town Days Committee, although it's chaired by a member of council, it is supported tremendously by town staff, in particular with Aaron Richard. And I just want to say thank you very much on behalf of the committee to her as she's here this evening. But the event cannot happen year after year without the support and donations and sponsorships from our business community. It's my pleasure to report that the committee has raised more in donations and sponsorships than in previous years. And our budget is derived from the Parks Rec Events Committee. And as such, I just want to state that no funds were diverted from any other event to the Town Days event. In closing, I would like to just state that once we do our wrap-up meeting on September the 3rd at 6:30, it would be at that time that I would be recommending that the town day committee be given back to the community and chaired by a community member. And 2026 is the town's 120th anniversary of the incorporation of our town. So I'm really looking forward to 2026. That's it. I'll take any questions.
I thought it was great. I had a blast.
So I'll move that report.
We don't.
Are you putting a motion on the table that it just be received, or is it verbal update?
Yeah.
Okay, so we would, if it's just, the motion is just to receive the report, we need, Councilor Osborne is first, okay, second, from another council member, and just approve. Let's do it.
So Councilor Osborne is first. Do I have a seconder on her report? Discussion?
Question.
All in favor?
Hi.
Carried. We'll move on to the senior social verbal from Councilor LeBlanc.
Thank you very much. As you know, we have received a petition regarding the social. And I must confess that when we did the budget review, I didn't actually pick up on how many senior socials we were holding. I must confess that I thought would be equal to last year. So I apologize for not being aware of what was happening. This year, the town is budgeted for 4 senior socials and 1 summer social. And we set the budget at $850. Last year, there was a total of 15 socials, 9 at Light Point and 6 during the summer at the gazebo for a cost of $2,850. We are not charged rent by Light Point Church. They do set up the tables and chairs for the social. Bill Holloway donates his time and equipment each time there's an event at the park, but he also goes to Light Point Church and looks after the equipment. The musicians are given a $200 honorarium, and there is some support for sweets, coffee, and tea. I would like to remind the council, we passed the Municipal Physical Activity Leader Plan earlier this year. And within it, it contains a focus on seniors, as many other groups, and talks about providing and supporting them in social inclusion and activity. Since we've already budgeted $850 to the socials, the additional cost for adding 8 more socials would be $2,000. And I will cause a motion to be moved in our September monthly meeting of the town council to provide an additional funding of $2,000 to the Recreation Department Committee for 8 additional social get-togethers.
Thank you.
For information, Mr.
Any questions, discussion?
You're bringing it forward in September as a
Yes,
motion?
a motion.
So then this is for information only.
Yes, it is.
Okay. We will move on to bylaw and policies. There are none. Citizens' comments. Are there any resident comments? If anybody would like to speak, please state your name and let us know where you're from.
Hi, Shannon McPhee, yeah. I want to thank Councilor LeBlanc for bringing that forward in relation to senior socials. And I do want to also commend the Town Days Chair and Committee and Aaron. It was fantastic. My grandkids were home from Colorado, and I had a great time with them, and they absolutely loved everything. And so thank you to everybody.
Thank you. Any more?
I would just like to second those comments from Chair.
Thanks.
Sylvia,
Thank you.
that I wasn't able to participate in all the town day events, but I thought it went really well. Despite the weather that we had to deal with, and again, so to the council and to Aaron, especially the recreation department, like top notch, thank you for the hard work. It's really paid off.
Thank you. Well, now we'll move on to my report, and I'm just gonna mirror basically what was said. We had our town days, it was absolutely fantastic. I had a wonderful time, I partook in, the majority of the events, the car show was good, our parade I thought was wonderful. I need more candy next year, I ran out way too soon, so we'll maybe up the budget for that, but, it was, wonderful, and I thank everybody, for participating. I would also like to thank our residents for the water conservation that they have been doing. It's been a rough year for Nova Scotia, and hats off to everybody for the job that they're doing to help us conserve our water so that we don't have a shortage. Thank you. We'll move on to the councilors and Deputy Mayor,
I have nothing.
Councilor Osborne.
Thank you for your comments for town days, and look forward to attending our meeting on the 3rd of September. I did attend the police review meeting in Halifax last week. They are going to be sending out the slide decks to everyone, so the information that we received that day will be provided to all municipal leaders across the province. I will say I was a bit disappointed that the minister cut her time short with us. But hoping that we can get another meeting with her again. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilor LeBlanc.
The town days was basically a great success, tons of children out, well received. I was taken back by the excellence of the parade and some of the floats that went by, particularly the one that MGM, their float. I thought that was just unbelievable. So I want to commend those that did put floats in. They were really fun, exciting, and worthy of the particular theme. I also attended the provincial policing review on August the 14th, and I guess as there was some misunderstanding about how long people had the opportunity to talk, and out of that has come a request that the slide presentations be sent out to everybody who attended, and that will give us, or at least give me, a better focus on the conversations. Some of the slides were unreadable because it was a very light blue on a very pale blue background, and they just were unreadable. So.
Thank you.
Nothing.
All right. We do not have an in-camera session this evening. Notice a motion for reconsideration. And we can adjourn. And we are adjourned at 7:18.
Okay.
I like it.
I was gonna say summer vacation. Summer vacation this week? Sorry, on vacation this week? I was on vacation